Hi, my name is Francis4444Forever, and today I will be conducting your McDonald's interview. So, some of my qualifications, just for you to get a little bit familiar with what I know as the regional manager of McDonald's. I have a PhD in psychology and in sociology, and that is like a trend in the company, in our company. So whether you're flipping burgers or putting the fries in the bag, we do require that all of our employees have at the very least, a doctorate in any field, preferably chemistry or biology. So if that's something that you don't have, you should probably tell me right now so that we can just reject you. I did notice that notice that you came to the interview a solid 0.2 milliseconds late. So I'm gonna have to write that down because that is we do interviews on a grading system, and let me tell you, so far you're failing. So you just write down, and just the general appearance, everything that you're wearing isn't office wear or isn't appropriate for an interview, so I will have to dock points for that as well. So let me just write this down. Came late to interview. Dressed inappropriate. See, that bell is to signify that you were late for the interview. Okay, so today I'm going to be interviewing you for a variety of positions in the company which are available. So we do have cashiers that we need. We do have burger flippers that we need. We need people who put the fries in the bag and work at the drive-thru. So just a lot of positions that you can be applying for. So if there's one in particular that you like, please let me know so that I can orient this interview towards that position. So is there any position that you are specifically applying for? Okay. No. Okay. Well, I can look at your qualifications. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Maybe then you're gonna find out what you like, what you don't like. So just the candidates that we seek for, obviously I already prefaced it by saying these are very professional people. These are people that have gone to very prominent, very good schools. So we are seeking for people that have degrees from Harvard. Just any of the Ivies will work. The school that you do get your PhD from has to be from an Ivy League. So me personally, I got my degree from McDonald's University, which is a very prestigious school in the United States with a 0.000000009% acceptance rate. I was the only one accepted from 2 million people, and I did get a doctorate. So obviously I had to be hired from McDonald's. I'm what other choice did they have but to hire me? So I'm just gonna be looking over your resume. I have it pulled up on the computer, and I'm gonna be asking you questions about everything that I see, taking notes, So I see that you have a PhD in molecular synchronatic engineering chemistry. That's it, yeah. So how many years of school did that take for you to get that degree? 30 years? Okay. How old are you? Yeah, we do have a cap of like, we do like our employees to be younger than 12, so you do have to have like all of these qualifications by the time that you're 12. Like, you're supposed to already have a PhD, just all that stuff. McDonald's does pride itself on its professionalism, so we do need like professional people. Yeah. Honestly, you don't look that professional, but I'm just giving you a chance. I see that you did find the cure for skin cancer. However, you didn't find the cure for any other cancers, is that correct? That does look bad on your resume. It does. It's okay though, we can make it work. Listen, I'm here to help you. So, I'm just trying to get you employed. If I nitpick at any of the things that you've done, do not take offense to it, because I'm just trying to help you, and if you're not qualified, you're just not qualified. We at McDonald's are overqualified. We're looking for overqualified individuals, not just qualified individuals. So if you don't make the cut, you don't make the cut, okay? I do see that in high school you were age 3 when you were in high school, correct? And at the age of 3, when you were in high school, what sports did you play? Were you already playing any sports? You were team captain, that's nice. Of what sports? Pickleball. Spikeball? Okay. And volleyball. Okay. We usually require that our candidates, if they are athletic, that they play at least 4 sports, but that's okay. Why? Because at McDonald's we do a lot of, we're always moving, you know. This job requires a lot of moving. When you're flipping burgers, you need like big muscles to be able to flip the burgers quickly. So I'm sure you understand this. I also see right here that you are the president of 20 organizations that have fundraised at least $2 million. Okay, so with that, McDonald's requires candidates to, if they do have organizations that bring in money, that they do donate at least half of the income to McDonald's, just because like we're always working, and we do pay really high wages of 15 cents an hour. Yeah, 15 cents an hour. I personally get paid $30,000 an hour, but like you as a starter employee would be getting paid 15 cents an hour. So I'm gonna have to write that down, that you are willing to pay that amount, right? Half of the income you receive. Cool. Yeah. We also do tax our employees half of their income. So say you're receiving 30 cents an hour, you will actually be receiving 15 cents an hour. 15 cents an hour. Is that okay? Cool. Yeah, this interview is going really pretty as well as it can go. I mean, I did have to dock points for you being late. Like, you were so late that I almost finished my matcha. I was like all the way right here. Now it's all the way right here for the time that I spent waiting for you. Very unprofessional, if I do say so myself. But anywho, so just gonna be asking you a couple of questions about McDonald's. So what is your favorite item at McDonald's? Like, if you had to order anything from McDonald's, like what would you order? The chicken nuggets? Okay. Okay. We did do a background check on literally everything. We do have access to your social security, we have access to your medical records, we have access to your, what is it? Just everything. We do have access to your schooling, your grades, everything. You didn't have to give us any of that. We just searched it up. Yeah. So we also do have access to your digital footprint. We did see some concerning comments on like Twitter and like all those websites, which did cause you to get some points docked. Yeah, so that is concerning, but it's okay. What times you'd be working? Like the hours? So we do require employees to work at least 4 12-hour shifts a week. And that's like the least. Yeah, that's the minimum. So our employees, no, they're not for work. They're not for work. No, they're not, no. Our employees are very happy, so I don't know why you would suggest that. They're not, so that's okay, I forgive you. Let's see what else. So, I mean, I'm looking over the 30-page essay that we had you write for the application. There do seem to be slight grammatical errors, so I am like editing it for you for future reference. I'm just trying to help you, but I did have to dock points for like all the mistakes that I found. I found one, but one mistake counts for 10 loss of points, and there's like 100 that you need to get. Yeah, so quite rough. Honestly, it's not looking too good for you, but what can I say? I just work here. Okay, let me see. So we do see that you have lots of history in the workplace. However, we do require that our employees have been employed in like at least 10 different places before coming to us. So the fact that you've only been employed at one place, we know that it was a hospital, we know that you were a doctor or a surgeon. It doesn't matter. It just seems like a lack of experience. Like you go from cutting open brains and doing surgery on brains, and then now you want to be putting fries in the bag. You're not qualified. Do you understand? Yeah. And we also do require, if unfortunately there are some candidates that are hired and they don't have like enough experience, we do require that they go through at least 400 hours of training. Yeah, at the very least. It depends on like how underqualified you are, and right now you are seeming, from like what I can see from your resume and just like all the stuff, you do seem very underqualified, I have to say. Is this something that you're willing to compromise to? Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much all that I wanted to get from you. I looked at your resume, everything. We do have all your information. We are stalking you constantly in your own home. We're always watching you. We do have drones capturing your location at all times. We did install a tracker inside of your body. So we know everything about you. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I would reject you if I were hiring you. But that's not up to me. I'm just the interviewer. But my boss is very like particular about the requirements, and you don't seem to make the cut. I know that you have, that really cool doctorate, but I don't think it's gonna make the cut. So I'm just gonna write my final comments on my report of you, and you can be on your merry way now. Thank you.